Oh my god, hi. My house is a mess, and there's a big pipe that exploded in the street. So there's water flowing, and we don't have water, and it's a whole thing, and I have to leave soon. But I got excited about this track that I'm remixing from the movie that I scored this winter because we want to release a soundtrack album. So I thought I would ride the wave of enthusiasm and take you along and show you a little bit about this tune. It's the main theme for the movie and I love it so much. Cool, let's go. Okay, so I made this music for the feature film that I did this winter. It's called Masterpiece. I'm going over the mixes because obviously when you mix for a film, like I mixed it with the dialogue playing, but now you take away the dialogue and the sound effects and sometimes the mix is a bit wonky. I want to show you this session because this one's like pretty much good to go, but we're gonna listen to it and see if anything stands out that I have to fix. Alright, that's part A of the theme. Isn't it so pretty and like haunting? I really like it. I noticed two things that stood out. The violin part that comes in a little strong at one point, and also the sax is too loud. Where are you? Is it you? Yes. So, you might be wondering, why are there so many string parts? It's because we're mixing fake strings, so like virtual instruments strings, with real strings that we got recorded. I don't get too excited. So it's cool, but it's not like, there was no budget for like an ensemble or an orchestra or anything like that, but we did have a little budget for some live recording of instruments. This guy, Tim, who just like plays a lot of different instruments. I met him at a recording session and I was like, do you do soundtracks? And he said, yeah. And then I remembered and called him up. I sent him all the scores and he sent over lots of takes of him playing basically all the string parts because he plays all the string instruments like a madman and all the brass. I mean, so I panned the real strings to where they would be in a real orchestra setting. Here's the live strings alone. I put some EQ on some of the channels to like sweeten them up a little bit. I reduced some of the 4K region. And you've noticed that I muted some of the tracks, and it's because sometimes some of the tracks were so similar that I would get phasing issues. It would sound a little weird because they're almost the same, but they're not quite the same, and so you get this abrasive feeling. I just like muted a couple of the channels to get rid of that problem. I probably could have figured something out, but we already had so many layers that it's fine. Here's the fake strings. Now everyone together. I love this little descent at the end. Yeah. It's like, ooh, the mystery is coming. This arrangement was really interesting to do. There was a very clear reference. Evan, the director, basically wanted Moon River, or like Henry Mancini. I just listened to them and I tried to hear all the individual parts and like just play them quickly to try and see like what are the actual notes, because it all sounds so condensed and close together. It gave me an idea of like what Mancini's string arrangement style is like and how I could replicate it. He writes pretty tight-knit arrangements. Some of the string instruments will be playing like a tone away from each other. The cellos are playing really high, the violins are playing really low, super close. So I tried to do that. This harmony is contained. The violins are doing ba-dee-da-da-da-da. The cellos are doing ba-da-da-ya-da-da. So it's like within a sixth of each other. And then everything else is contained in between. I don't know, it's different. It's pretty cool. I like it. It gives it like a round, kind of tense sound, but also really lush and beautiful somehow. So I also stole basically the entire rest of the arrangement style from Mancini, but how could I not? Because it's so good. The double basses are doing the one bum, 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 and then there's some little percussion and like plucked string instruments, which are honestly MIDI here, doing one da, 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 ba, da, da. Just like the upbeats. The timing is so, how do I say this? Approximate? I don't know, it's loose. It's supposed to feel like floaty. I don't think I really played to a click. Oh my god, I didn't play to a click. And then it was a whole mess. I had to go back, make a click track for Tim, the performer, so that he could follow along because I played it so loosely. Which is nice in the final result because you have this nice, smooth, loose song, but it was such a nightmare. If I can find the track, I'll show you a screenshot of all my tempo edits. It's ridiculous. These are the things you don't realize. I'm used to working alone all the time, so that was interesting, having to make the scores, having to factor in that somebody else is gonna have to interpret it. Okay, next let's talk melody. I love this melody. It's so cute. Wait, I'll play it on accordion. It's such an ordeal. Cool. Yes, so the melody is also inspired by Mancini. I basically looked at, I think, Nothing to Lose, and I started it in a similar way. So Nothing to Lose goes like, nothing to lose, nothing to lose if we... And I'm like, da 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 dee. So it's not the exact same intervals, but it's like a close progression upwards. And then Moon River had a upward fifth in the melody. Let me play this for you. So it starts with this upward fifth. River. And I have, after the little opening, I have my upward fifth. Here it is. Right? Same interval. Which I think does a lot, because clearly if Mancini likes it, if I put it in mine, it's gonna like echo back to that feeling of those 60s film music compositions, which the director Evan wanted me to capture. I'm not trying to like steal the ideas, but I'm also trying to understand how it works, how the source material works, so that I can reinterpret it and make something convincing that's still like my own. I'm trying to be a lot more adventurous now, actually, in my film score. I don't want to do any temper placement anymore, without making it really feel like it comes from my soul, like it comes from a human. I think the AI is gonna be on it with the temper placement. The way forward, the way to like get recognition and also feel better about it, about what you create, is to try and like really do stuff from the heart and not just do pastiche, which is boring. Like, it's fun at the beginning when you learn how to do it and then you're like, oh my god, it kind of works. This kind of sounds like what I wanted it to sound like. But then I have to make sure that I'm making something honest, you know, that I can vouch for and stand by. But here, because the film was so cool and I liked it, and the reference really spoke to me, I think I did do, like, it's sort of a temper placement, but it's not. It's like, it's our own soundtrack. This is like a full creation, so I'm happy about it. In Moon River, when I listened to it, I discovered a small choir of men humming. So I was like, perfect, I'm gonna add some humming. And I did. It's basically the same parts as the string parts. They add a lot of warmth. I think it's cool. I would never have thought to do that somehow. I feel like I have to fix this mix a little bit. It's okay, it's not that bad. It's playing really quietly in the movie, and it works totally. But then you listen to it on its own, some stuff that's a bit wonky. But anyway, the vocals on this, it's not me. It's Hanora, the singer who recorded the theme song vocals, because it's a Motown theme song, so obviously I couldn't do it. Goodbye, my baby. It adds such a haunting element. She has such a cool voice with a lot of depth and grain and vibrato. I kind of like leaving the breaths in, I think. I don't know, it adds a human element, like some real feel. So then there's like a real violin part. And my accordion. There's a point in Breakfast at Tiffany's where the music is played on a harmonica, and this is basically just like a set of harmonicas contained in a really heavy machine. So I played it on accordion, and I love it so much. This is what it sounds like. Anyway, so that's what I'm doing with my life these days. I am going to France for a month, so I probably won't make any videos. But maybe, but probably not. It's gonna be holiday time. I'm from the south of France, so I'm a big believer in like chilling time. And summertime for me is not for working. Like, I've been working so much this summer and it feels honestly wrong. Every time I come back to Montreal, I get stuck in the like capitalist productive cycle, which is good because then I do things like this. But then also sometimes it's a bit much. I don't want to be overwhelmed and stressed all the time. So I'm looking forward to just like chilling. It's gonna be good. But thanks for being here. I hope you like my main theme for the movie. I'm gonna be making some more of these about the other tracks in the film, especially this like the Motown theme song, which we did. Motown. I tried to write a Motown theme song and then to mix it Motown. It is rough, but sometimes you just gotta be like, well, whatever. I did what I could. I did what I could with my abilities at the time, and I think I'm reaching the peak of my abilities at this time, which happens sometimes. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Sometimes it's fine. Sometimes you just gotta let it go. You just gotta trust. Hope you're doing good. I'll see you in the next one. I'm trying. I have a lot of jobs, but I miss you guys, and I always like reading your comments, and you're always so nice, and that's so cool. So I feel lucky. Anyway, take care. Bye. Oh my god. Ah! I always get so in my head about these videos, and having to like look good and look normal and speak normal, and I do so many takes, and then when I go to edit, it's literally just like me saying the same thing 8 times and it's all fine. Like every single take would have been fine, but such is life. Hey,